Look at a diamond ring. It is small, it is hard, it catches the light, and it costs a fortune. You have been told why. Diamonds are rare. Diamonds are precious. Diamonds are forever. Almost none of that is true. A diamond is one of the most controlled products in the history of selling. And the reason it costs so much is not buried in the earth. It was written in an advertising office. Start with the word rare. Diamonds are not actually rare. They are a form of carbon made deep underground, and there are a great many of them. When huge new deposits were found in the late 19th century, the people selling diamonds had a problem. If everyone could buy one, no one would pay much for one. A flood of supply should have made diamonds cheap. Cheap like glass. Cheap like the gravel they can resemble before they are cut. So why didn't it? Because one company decided it would not allow that to happen. That company was De Beers, and its plan was simple. If diamonds could not be rare in the ground, they would be made rare on the shelf. De Beers set out to control the supply. It bought up mines. It bought up the output of mines it did not own. It became the single channel through which most of the world's diamonds passed. And then it did the thing that built the entire price. It held them back. When you control nearly all the supply, you do not have to sell everything you dig up. You release a trickle. You keep the rest in vaults. You let the world believe there are only ever a few diamonds to go around, when in fact there are mountains of them sitting in the dark. Scarcity was no longer a fact about diamonds, it was a decision. But controlling supply was only half the trick. Because there was still a problem. If you have ever owned a diamond, you do not need a new one. And a diamond does not wear out. One ring could last 3 generations. A product that lasts forever and is never resold is a product that eventually runs out of buyers. So the second half of the plan was not about supply at all. It was about you. In 1947, an advertising agency called NW Air was working for De Beers. A copywriter there wrote 4 words. A diamond is forever. 4 words that quietly did 3 jobs at once. First, they tied the diamond to love. Not jewelry, not luxury, love itself. A marriage without a diamond began to feel like a marriage missing something. Second, they made the price feel like proof. The more it cost, the more it seemed to mean. A bigger stone was not extravagance. It was devotion, measured in money. Third, and most cleverly, those words told you never to sell it. Forever means you keep it. And if you keep it, it never comes back onto the market to compete with new diamonds. The slogan that sold you the ring also locked the ring in your drawer, protecting the price of every ring still to be sold. A whole tradition was manufactured. The idea that a ring should cost months of your salary did not come from history. It came from a campaign, a number invented to sell you a feeling. And it worked so well that you think it was always true. Now here is the part that gives the trick away. Try to sell one. Take that ring, the one you were told would hold its value forever, to a jeweler and ask what they will pay for it. The answer will shock you. You will be offered a fraction of what you paid. Often, a small fraction. The diamond that cost you thousands new is worth surprisingly little the moment it leaves the shop, because the shop survives by selling you a new one, not buying back an old one. The thing that is supposedly forever has almost no resale life at all. And that gap between what you paid and what anyone will give back is the clearest measure of the illusion. A genuinely precious object holds its worth. A manufactured one collapses the instant you test it. You did not buy a rare stone. You bought a story with a stone attached. None of this means your ring is meaningless. The love it stands for can be entirely real. The memory can be priceless to you. That part was never the lie. The lie was the price. You were told the cost came from the earth, from rarity, from nature. It came from a company holding back the supply, and 4 words holding back the resale. The diamond was always common. What was rare was the story they sold you about it. Now you know.